every day.
Yeah, Bachman Turner Overdrive to start your Thursday morning here on Daybreak. Thank you so much for waking up with us. I'm Matt Howerton.
And I'm Dia Wall. You see the radar right behind us because we're starting off this Thursday with some storms and showers. And some of us have seen a downpour. We got some video for you out of Arlington earlier this morning. Look at it coming down. It's ponding there near AT&T Stadium.
Yeah, it's pretty active out there. A lot of rain. We'll check in with meteorologist Greg Fields in just a minute. But first, let's get to Erica. These wet roads, they're causing some problems.
You're exactly right, Dia and Matt. We have a traffic impact alert for a full closure we're dealing with on 45 northbound right at I-30. It's a little bit tough to see the full scene because of the water droplets on the camera and kind of the glare of all the lights. But from a little bit earlier when I was watching this, it looked like an overturned semi situation. So folks are being detoured off at I-30. This is the parking lot behind it at 45 and Lamar. I do want to take you over to where this is on the map. We're seeing that heavy red past 175. Again, 45 north closed at I-30. We've got a southbound closure on 45 and Main as well. But I want to send things out to Tiffany Liu. We've got team coverage on this 45 northbound closure. What are you seeing right now? It looks like you're stuck in the backup, Tiff.
Yeah, it is a wet and slow commute. We're on 45 northbound near I-30 right now. We just passed the Al Lipscomb exit, and we are moving at a snail's pace. You can see brake lights all around us. We haven't even gotten to the wreck yet. We are inching in that direction right now, but if you can, you have to avoid 45 northbound right now near the downtown area. Once we get there, we're going to keep our eyes on the situation going on. We'll bring you an update in just a little bit. Let's send it back to you in the studio.
Tiffany, we appreciate that visual this morning. I do want to take you over to workarounds because like Tiffany said, you don't want to get stuck in that. It is really looking like a true parking lot on 45 north. So 342 northbound, 35E northbound, those are going to be your best workarounds as you plan out your morning drive. This is that 45 south and Main crash, still not clear. We've been following it for the last hour. We have a new 45 northbound crash. It's a little bit south of the one at I-30. This is at Overton. We've got a right lane closure here. A couple lanes are open, but these wet roads are wreaking havoc on our roadways this morning. So please give yourself plenty of extra travel time. Another new crash along 635 eastbound and Miller as you make your way through the Garland area. I'll leave you with a look at the big map. We do still have some green, but don't be deceived. It is definitely dicey out here. We want to send things to Greg. You know, you warned me about this morning and whoo, you didn't fail me, my friend.
Yeah, it's plenty of rain still out there for us this morning. The heavier showers, though, have moved out of the Metroplex and even heading out into Denton counties. Rain just about over in those areas there for you as well. So we'll still have some showers. The heavier rain has moved through Mesquite, heading into our far eastern counties out there for you right now. So we'll have that back edge of the showers starting to push into Collin County as well here this morning. So we will see the rain tapering off over the next hour or two across the area, but still some heavier showers and storms that we'll have mainly in our eastern counties here as we go through the rest of the morning commute. But still plenty of wet roads heading down I-35 and I-45 here for you this morning. So please do give yourself plenty of extra time as we just talked about with Erica there with the traffic update. Lots of raindrops on the camera lens taking you out to DBU right now. The temperatures will still be mild for you, 65 degrees, and those winds still gusty out of the south, 26 miles per hour with those wind gusts out at DBU. So everyone going to be in the mid upper 60s with those temperatures, some low 70s as you get out toward Corsicana and Athens, both at 71. So we'll still have plenty of scattered showers around for this morning, but the rain does end a little bit later this morning. We'll have those gusty south winds, partly sunny skies for that drive home later today, and still very warm as we'll be up around 85 coming home later today. So a break from the rain today, much of tomorrow, but more storms back in the forecast. We'll have more on that for you coming up. And now, Matt, back to you.
All right. Thank you so much, Greg. Make sure that you've downloaded our free streaming app to your TV, WFAA Plus. It gives you access to radar 24/7 so you can track the storms coming this weekend.
We're following some breaking news for you in Fort Worth this morning. Police say a juvenile was shot and killed, and what they're now investigating is a drive-by shooting. This happened on Glenbrook Lane around 1:30 this morning. We're told officers found that person shot inside of a home. He was taken to the hospital to be treated, where he died. So far, no arrests have been made, and police are still working to learn what led up to that shooting.
The World Cup is just months away from taking over North Texas, and hundreds of thousands of fans will have to make their way across the region for matches. Chris Sodegi's live near AT&T Stadium in Arlington this morning as we expect to get a detailed plan later today on how fans can get around. Chris, this has been a big question mark hanging over the event.
Yeah, it really has been the biggest question we've had since we found out that the World Cup was coming to North Texas. How fans would make it across the area and to their seats here at AT&T Stadium. Well, we should find out a big part of that answer later on this morning, because the Dallas Sports Commission and the North Central Texas Council of Governments will hold a press conference at 10 o'clock this morning to unveil their transportation plan. We've received bits and pieces of the plan over the last couple of years, but today's unveiling should be the most complete view yet on how fans, many of them from foreign countries, will be able to get to North Texas, and once here, how to get to the games in Arlington, the Fan Fest in Dallas, and those base camps teams established around the area. We know Team Sweden will set up at Toyota Stadium in Frisco, and the Czechs are coming to Mansfield. FC Dallas owner Dan Hunt says they'll be coming from both outside and within the country.
We live in such a diverse country. You could have so many of those nationals that live in different parts of the United States that also come to Mansfield and come to Frisco. So I would expect it to be in the tens of thousands.
And it's not just the Swedes and the Czechs. We're expecting a lot of people from Argentina, the English, and the Japanese, because they all have group stage games here at AT&T Stadium. So get ready to welcome the world. Dia, back to you.
All right, Chris Sadeghi for us live near AT&T Stadium. Thank you for that update. With applications closed, we have a better look at who's trying to get in on Texas's new school voucher program. Natalie Haddad joining us now from the newsroom to break down the new numbers we got from the state comptroller's office. Good morning, Natalie.
Good morning to you, Dia. The extended deadline that we reported on here on Daybreak gave more families time to apply, bringing the total to more than 256,000 applications for this school voucher system. As of late March, about 45% of applicants come from white families, 23% are Hispanic, and 11% are Black. Low-income families make up 36% of those applicants, defined as a family of four earning $66,000 or less a year. Nearly 3 out of the 4 applicants, which is totals up to 73%, already attend private school or are homeschooled. Now, most private school families would receive about $10,500 per year. Homeschool families could get up to $2,000, and students with disabilities could qualify for up to $30,000 annually. Now, $1 billion from the state was put aside for the program, but demand is far outpacing available funding. That means the state will use a lottery system to decide who is getting a voucher. Remember, we've reported that not everyone is guaranteed one. Students with disabilities and low-income families will be prioritized in this lottery. Now, later this month, families will begin finding out if they can receive this voucher funding. Parents must have their children enrolled in a private school or in homeschool by July 15th. And this is worth noting, as we've also reported on, not every school will be accepting voucher students. So parents will have to look in a pretty wide range of places for their student. Dia?
All right, Natalie Haddad for us in the newsroom. Thank you. Now let's get you 3 things that you need to know on this Thursday. You'll be getting an alert on your phone today. The Texas Division of Emergency Management is testing its public warning system. Text alerts are expected sometime between 10 a.m. and 12:30 p.m. You may also see or hear tests on TV, radio, and sirens. The goal of this drill is to make sure the system is working properly.
3, 2, 1, booster ignition.
What a day! The Artemis II mission has been a success so far. The crew took off last night after 5:30 p.m. and today they'll do a thorough test of the Orion capsule. If everything checks out, they'll make their way to the moon. So far, the one hiccup, was with the space toilet. NASA says they figured out what was causing the malfunction, and mission specialist Christina Koch fixed it. The only woman on board the ride. I just want to make sure I got that up, Make sure you know the lady is the one saving it up there. All right, and there's another weight loss pill, by the way, as we give you that live look of the Artemis II, by the way, on the market. All right, we're talking about the weight loss pill, Foundeo. The pill is being manufactured by drug maker Eli Lilly, who also created injectables Zepbound and Mounjaro. The pill will be available for between $149 and $349 a month for patients who buy it without using their insurance. Your time this morning is 6:09, and here's what's still ahead on Daybreak.
Bodies, whether they know what they're doing or not.
Yeah, church burns to the ground just days before Easter, just south to us in Hill County, but the community isn't giving up.
A home explosion still under investigation in Lake Dallas. People packed City Hall demanding answers.
And we are still tracking rain, not just this morning, but additional rain chances heading into Friday night and on Saturday, the timeline coming up.
Yeah, we'll have those showers and thunderstorms and some cooler temperatures to talk about for Easter weekend as well, but still more rain out there. So we'll have a look at radar when we come back. And as we go to break, you can see a nice looking view there of downtown Dallas. That's going to be from our Clyde Warren Park Tower cam here this morning. The rain is still coming down, so we'll have more for you coming up when Daybreak continues.